despite being rusty. Let's see what we're doing. Probably adding to a lost streak if I had to guess. Especially if we're the lost. Oh, come on. I jinxed it. Well, you know. Going in at the deep end is what they call it, I guess. On the plus side, when we die really early, I have time for another run. So there's always that. And I guess it is kind of fitting, because, well, this isn't Halloween, but I didn't stream on Halloween, so this is November 1st. Which is as close to a spooky stream as you're going to get. I had plans for spooky stuff, but then we just ended up playing other games. Like Gotham Knights and whatnot. I was going to replay The Evil Within. I considered going back to Dead by Daylight, even though I'm not that fussed on it. No bomb? No bomb. Is this a double floor? It is not. Gotham Knights is not a Halloween game. You're thinking of Arkham Knight. That's set on Halloween. It just kind of looks like it should be because Gotham perpetually looks like a horror movie. When it's done right, that is. Just a nightmare town that nobody in their right mind would live in. Where it perpetually rains and like 22 hours out of each day is night. And also crimes, yeah. But you'd think that crime is so rampant that people would have, normal people I mean with things to lose, would have moved out so criminals would just be stealing from other criminals. Bomb? Don't even know what that is. Yeah, it doesn't need to be Halloween to run around in a costume. For those of you who haven't been keeping up with the news on the BBC, I think they finally caught the Somerset Gimp. Have you heard about that story? I think it's Somerset. I think that was where it was. It's not a flasher, just to be clear. It's not a flasher. But there is a guy who at night goes around in a gimp suit and jumps out at people making weird noises and terrifying them. And they did it to like an 18-year-old the other week, and I think he got caught somehow. I'm not entirely sure how. Go to the BBC News website and type in Somerset Gimp. You'll find the story. Oh, that's a good item. Like, just to be clear, he did nothing to them. Like, it's not like an actual serious crime, but he didn't flash or anything, but it's obviously quite scary. And I think they caught him. It's like an urban legend. What do you call an urban legend that's like there's photographic evidence that it's definitely real? A local legend, but that makes it sound like a good thing. But it's not really because he's traumatizing people. I guess urban legend would be fair because it's not necessarily the same person. That's the thing. Could be a lot of people doing it. I think they're just kind of into what's it? Exhibitionism. That's the one. We're just aiming for anything. Yeah, I think they're just into exhibitionism, but they're not actually flashing. Maybe they thought they were skirting the laws, but they were still like being a public nuisance. Oh yeah, that's a topic of conversation to have while my channel gets Hype Train recommended to 800 people allegedly. Oh yeah, I got an email from Twitch just before the stream, and I think it will still be relevant by the time this goes up on YouTube. What were the dates? November 3rd? Actually, I still have it pasted, I think, because I copied it from the email. Yeah, there we go. From November 3rd at 10 AM to November 11th at 3 PM. For every 2 new subs or 2 gifted subs, assuming you have never used Game Pass, you get a however many month trial of Game Pass on PC. Gift subs count, but you have to have never had an account with them before. With Xbox or whatever. But it's not active yet. November 3rd. Ship the whoop, you say. Flargle blargle to you too. Game Pass is definitely worth it. Well, when the price is free, I definitely agree. does have a lot of games on it. I have some regret. Only some, though. Eh. Okay, to your right. I don't have any keys for the chest up here, though. I might come back. I'll almost certainly forget, but, you know, I'll try not to. Free is a fair price. Then how come more people aren't playing Overwatch 2? It's free. May you eat the Game Pass? Yes, yes you may. Hey, some part of Twitch is lying to me, because that said I got boosted to like 800, and then the thing that appeared in my activity feed on my dashboard says 500. Which is it, Twitch? Pick a number. It doesn't feel like it's true either way, but whatever. Because it's Blizzard? That is a fair response, yeah. But we're in the age of play stuff even if the company is awful, because as it turns out all companies are awful. Blizzard might be one of the worst, but they're all awful. People too. Like Michael Jackson was a big old weirdo, never convicted. Big old weirdo. I still listened to Thriller a bunch yesterday. It's a good song. Good damage. Okay, can you go use those keys? We will definitely not take... Well, hang on, I might as well take Sword of Damocles, because if I get hit I die anyway. What does this give? Oh, okay, that's fine. The Sword of Damocles, once you get hit while having it at one randomly determined point, will kill you. If you're aware of what it... if not aware of what it does. But if you're dead anyway, it doesn't matter. Both of these... Well, the scissors are good, but I kind of like Shoop the Whoop. I don't really want any of them, so I'm not going to take either and hope that it maybe counts towards... Oh, that's really good. Give me some cash. Not enough. I'm going to need to... Oh, that chest in the room. Because that gives me 5 free retries to get Holy Card back. Or 3? How many uses did they nerf it to before it reverts to normal hourglass? That's enough. Excellent. Hello, Blight. Of course, a decorative lightsaber wouldn't do the throw that the special one did. That would be overpowered as a harvesting tool. Won't I die anyway? No, because I have Holy Card. I haven't used it up yet. So I should get the Holy Card effect back. It's not a harvesting tool? Does Luke ever throw his lightsaber in any of the movies? I don't think he does. Like Vader does. Because he throws it up at him. Hello, Seeker. Well, we're not going to take any of these, but we might as well get ourselves an extra shot occasionally. Book of Shadows is also really good, but because we're specifically playing as Tainted Lost, the glowing hourglass is better. He throws it at the snow monster? Doesn't he? I don't remember him throwing it. I remember him like cutting his feet loose and then chopping its arm off. It has been a while though. But we're getting sidetracked. What were we talking about? We were briefly kind of talking about Halloween and then also companies being awful. I had all these plans for what I was going to do with my Halloween day off. I was going to maybe rewatch some of the Friday the 13th movies. I was going to consider watching the Halloween movies, or at least Halloween, as in the 1978 one, the good one. Didn't really end up doing any of that though. My sister briefly visited and brought my niece though, who I haven't seen for a little while. Last time I saw her, she was still like in a buggy, or you know, whatever you call the thing you carry babies in. Not a pram. The one you hold by hand. But she's up and freely walking now, and I'm sure most people are already familiar with this, but a baby who's like just over 1 and only just learned how to walk is very funny to see because they walk like a very, very drunk person. They just kind of stagger around, and because they're wearing nappies, they kind of walk like a cowboy, so they kind of have to spread their legs more, and they just stumble and wade around. Ah, well, that's why we have this. I did get the effect back because I'm glowing white. So that was nice to see my niece, because I haven't for a little while, but approximately 3 minutes into her visit, she walked into the side of my living room table and got a bump and started crying. Sora came over and tried to sniff it better. Not lick it better, sniff it better, but just upset the baby more. So she started crying more, and then that got Sora annoyed, so Sora went and grabbed the toy and started throwing it around and barking, which made the... Damn it. I think I can still get the charge. Yes. Which made Sora grab a toy and throw that around and get more annoyed. So basically it was just like an echo chamber of them both being exceptionally noisy at each other. So the visit lasted like 10 minutes tops. I don't know how people can stand a wailing child. It's very grating. Although I'm starting to think that my hearing is messed up in like a semi-good way. I was thinking about that today because I was thinking about when I tell the story, to be honest. Like I was thinking back to when we played Apex Legends a lot, and Pepper was always surprised I could hear enemy teams from quite far away. I'm sure other people watching could as well. But it's not even like a quiet noise, I could hear them very, very clearly. And I was thinking back, hello Simon, to when I had Bell's palsy. One of the symptoms of that is your hearing gets incredibly sensitive. I distinctly remember I was still at home living at home when I had Bell's palsy. One of my mother's friends coming to the door and me answering the door, and our family dog started barking at them, and I could barely function. Like I was covering my ears in agony because of how loud it felt to me. And I'm not entirely sure if like lifelong affected hearing is a symptom of that or not, but it might be. Like maybe that messed up my hearing a little bit, but in a quasi good way. I did when I was 18, yes. Lasted about a month and I haven't had it again since. Fingers crossed I won't, but it is likely I will. I lost all feeling in the left side of my face. Which is why my face at rest is a frown. I've told the story before plenty of times. It was very scary, obviously, because it has similar symptoms to a stroke. But it doesn't actually affect you in any way. You have to wear an eye patch when you sleep, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, I was warned that if you have it once, you're very, very likely to have it again. Back and find the item room. What did 18-year-old me act like in comparison to now? I was in college. Not long in college. Probably about the same, to be honest. Is that Valenar binging me? Is that what that was? No, it was Atomic Mass Games tweeting about rebel scum. I don't think I've changed very much. I've always been a miserable misanthropic miser. And watched copious amounts of sitcoms, so I have a great deal of wit that sometimes I can tap into. And sometimes not. Where's an MMM? Oh, right, is that... There you go, yeah, that's what I said. I've seen Halloween Ends. I have not. I did watch a review of it. It sounds better than what they did with the second one. I only saw the first of a new trilogy and it wasn't for me. I didn't think it was bad, but it wasn't what I was looking for in a Halloween movie. Like, if you want dumb Halloween movies, that's what the Friday the 13th movies are for. They're very, very fun and also very, very stupid. Like, the original Halloween is a masterpiece of suspense. It's not scary, really. It's not got jump scares, it's not got gore. It is just masterful suspense and tension. The review I watched of Halloween Ends was very positive on it because they were trying to do something different but then kind of bitched out at the end. They were trying to create a new Michael Myers character they could have done more movies on, which was a good idea. And tried to have it like the evil in the town was transferable, which the original movies did as well, to be fair. Halloween 5 has the evil passed to Michael Myers' cousin or daughter or something. The little girl, and it ends with her the same way the intro to the very first one starts. She murders someone in a clown costume. And that's what Michael does in the original. And then Dr. Loomis is going to shoot her and the police stop him. Because he realises the evil's transferred. And he's going to shoot a little girl. But they stop him. And then they did one more and they just like ignored all of that. To be honest, I wasn't even realising that every pedestal was giving me two, but yeah, that is Damocles that's doing that. Ooh, wow, I mean, you've got her, really. Conjoined with Brimstone. Interesting run. Hello, look. I was kind of interested in seeing the third one now because of that positive review, but not enough to actually do it. Oh wait, I have Spoonbenders as well. This is really, really good. And I still have, I think, 2 uses on the hourglass before it turns away. Or reverts to the normal hourglass and becomes useless for me. Well, not useless, but it doesn't give me back Holy Card, which is the important part. You had habaneros and realised you didn't. Don't know what that is, but I'm not going to pick it up because I want perfection. Oof, that is rough. Yeah, my sister was talking to me about RimWorld because I bought all the expansions for it on the... I think it was Friday I did it. And because she, like, I'll tell you right now, I bet she's playing it right now. Yep, it's all she's played since she was pregnant. She loves it. Best recommendation for a game I've ever given her. But she must have saw that I loaded it up for the first time in forever and I got all the expansions and she was asking what I thought of... Oh, this is... I'm not gonna do anything there. Because if I take an item that wrecks the run, I'll never forgive myself. She was asking me about the new Biotech expansion, which adds killable children, amongst other features. Which I'm very surprised they had the balls to do. But because I got all the expansions at once, I'm not really sure what is from what expansion. Or like what event or whatever. And she showed me a photo of her most recent colony. And I took one look at it and then well, this was before she visited. She sent me a text with a picture of her latest colony. And I just looked at it and texted back, "You've been watching video tutorials, haven't you?" And she replied, "Yeah, a few." And the thing that made me realise she had is because she had like the perfect opening to her base, where she had like 5 columns with doors one every other square, so that there were straight lines with doors that her colonists go in and out of, but every other square was a pitfall trap, so anyone attacking her base would go through the pitfall traps, because that path was open. Kind of like they would snake their way through. But the way it's laid out, her colonists wouldn't have a problem. Damn it. I expected him to fire down. Focusing a little bit, because I don't have a charge. You know, these are probably fine. The boss pool is fine. Yeah. Deal with the devil, keep it Krampus. I'll risk it. Is there anything in the deal with the devil pool that would really mess me up? Blood Puppy is not in this pool, I think. That's fine. Does she smooth her walls? You know, I didn't ask. It didn't come up. But I've been playing the expansions a little bit. It's like having all of them together makes it feel like a very different game with how many different events and stuff you can get. And all the weirdness. I haven't had anything foul befall the one kid in my colony yet. I have now given him a gun. I think he's 15. If he needs to defend the homestead, he will. Look, Spoonchuck. It's still a game that I'll just play and then kind of get bored of before I finish a run. Because eventually it does kind of just become monotonous rather than exciting. It's good fun though. RimWorld is always a very good game. I'm not sure if I would recommend getting all the expansions at once, especially because they are quite expensive. But they were in a little pack together with a slight discount. I think it was, like, he never puts them on massive sale, the guy who makes the game. I think it was a 5% saving. And this is the mom fight, but I think we're just going to go for it. Close. I guess we'll just go for the chest. Good old classic. Oh yeah, I haven't even talked about like what we're doing today. That's because I'm not sure. I wouldn't mind playing a bit more Fortnite, but the thing with Fortnite is it has, like, believe it or not, Fortnite has more of a stigma to it than Overwatch does. Because people just don't want to watch. I mean, people who are watching live kind of do, but the VODs of us playing Fortnite on YouTube just die on the branch. Hello, Willie. Whereas at least the Overwatch VODs are being watched. Like double the amount of what anything else I put on there does. Although that said, it's only like, you know, 600 compared to 300, so when you say double it sounds nice, but the numbers are still low. RimWorld, no. RimWorld gets too tedious. We're in our competitive game arc. I like Fortnite in small doses. I'm enjoying Overwatch 2 a lot more than I thought I would. But it turns out if you don't play a game you really enjoyed for a while, for 4 years, you're liable to like it again. It's a hot mess of like Blizzard not knowing its arse from its elbow, but I still find it fun. Going back to Overwatch and also playing Fortnite and actually being able to get wins has also, on a personal level, reminded me of what good adrenaline feels like, which is very nice. It's like, oh yeah, Sometimes you feel adrenaline because you did something good, not just because your body randomly decides you're dying. That's neat. Sometimes you just... You know, I was going to word this in the worst way possible, and I'm just going to go in on it. Sometimes you just fist so many people that you feel really good about it, and you get some adrenaline. You fist them hard and fast. You go in deep in the back lines. You make sure they can't heal afterwards. And then you're out. But then you're right back in. Matches of Fortnite instead of videos? See, that would require me to edit. And that's asking a lot. And that's not because I'm doing the streamer thing of being a lazy shit. It's because I already edit my tabletop videos and that takes a while. Usually those videos are usually at least 45 clips. It's usually between 45 and 55. Occasionally it's been as high as 60. Depends how many second takes I have to do, and I don't mean I'm fudging numbers. I mean, like, if I mess up what I'm saying, I just do a different take. Like, I don't mind the editing, I just don't want to really do it for the gaming channel. Individual matches of Overwatch is fine, because that's what I was known for back in the day. Like, what I probably should have done with the... I think it's the one that most recently went live, or maybe it's the next one that went live. If I'd done a video that was like 30 minutes long that said, hey, we win 3 matches back to back. Now, I do need Hush, but I'm not gonna... no. We're just gonna go for something easier for now. Also, I haven't been to the Cathedral in forever. But if I'd done the video with something like, hey, we get 3 back-to-back wins in squads during a Halloween event or something, that probably would have done better, maybe. Also kind of gives it away, though. Oh, what killed that last one? You're still alive. No, I already had Mom's Heart. Anything else we get is new though. Let's pointlessly pick this up. Which actually means if we get anything else filled in, we'll get an unlock because it's every 2 with tainted characters. I never finished saying what I did do with my Halloween after my sister visited. Honestly, it took me a really long time to get those Sentinels for Crisis Protocol assembled. They're very, very big. So I got them assembled and whatnot. Did a little bit of painting and that's it. I ate a copious amount of candy as well. Because the shop was selling it off and I nipped to the shops on Monday. They had to make way for all the Christmas stuff, which has already partially been there since the start of September. But now the Halloween section has been fully consumed. It's all Christmas all the way down. But yeah, that's the kind of video title you should do. Blowjack, yep. Can we win 3 back-to-back matches? Or like, if I don't win 3 back-to-back matches, I'll delete my channel, you know, crap like that. And then you have a really, like, you do a close-up in your thumbnail, turn it like 15 degrees, zoom in a little bit. Like, that is what you've got to do. I have no idea what hit me there. Did I redo? Yes, I'm going to redo. I'm going to redo. I have no idea what hit me. I think a shot split. Oh, they got rid of the effects. Really wish I'd done that sooner. I think there's still one more use. If I live. Okay. That fills out a post-it note, although it didn't give me an item. But that is a new thing for Tainted Lost. You didn't do a bet, did you? The one week I actually did something. There wasn't a bet. Does Brimstone overwrite that? Oh, triple donut. That might give me explosive shot, so I'm not going to risk it. The other two do nothing for me. Death donuts! I don't remember if I've said it in an Isaac episode or not, but Gotham Knights is really good. Ignore the reviews. If you like Batman, play it, you'll have fun. Oh, that's an option for what we can do tonight. We can do some more Gotham Knights, I suppose. I was kind of in the mood to do like either Fortnite or Overwatch, but that's what got me onto the topic of conversation about Fortnite VODs not really being desired on YouTube. But the Overwatch ones are. I honestly think the Overwatch ones are desired more on YouTube than they are on Twitch, as in playing it on Twitch. Yeah, if you like the Arkham games, it should be like good enough. It's not as good as the Arkham games, but it's better than the reviews were making it out. Is he up in the air? Yes, he is. He's very lucky to get through that room without getting hit. Lookies, we don't have time for your shenanigans. No. I don't think it would do anything bad because of the setup we have, but still no. I'm not risking it. Well, maybe if I kill Blue Baby and Delirium doesn't open up, then I will. Hello, Maledictum. How did I feel about streaming on YouTube? I liked it because the stream was higher quality and had double the views I get here. The problem is the lack of consistency in earnings. Because I have no way to tell whether long term it would account for what I make on Twitch. And Twitch is still how I make most of my living, as reduced as it is. So it'd be asking a lot. The easiest solution would be Twitch allowing you to dual cast, but they know that's not a good idea to let you do that because you might see the grass is greener. Give me delirium. It gave me delirium. That's another post-it note thing filled in. Turns out all you need is like the strongest items in the game. We're definitely not going to successfully kill him though because I don't have enough damage. At least not for him. For anything else, sure, but not for him. Might as well give it the old college try though. Why did I not get an item unlock? We filled in a total of 3 things and 2 in this one run. I thought that's how it worked with Tainted characters. That's not going to do anything for me. No, partners are not allowed to. Actually, prior to that recent update, because I was a partner, I couldn't ever stream on YouTube, even if I wasn't live on Twitch. They changed it so I can stream on other services now. I just can't do it while also on Twitch. It was quite restrictive. It was a gilded cage, essentially. Leviathan? Small rock? Aim? Eh. Like back in the day, I definitely had 2 consistent days where Twitch was dead. It used to be every Friday, every Saturday, but I thought that was more so because of the games I chose to play on those days. Like Deep Rock and Monster Hunter just not being particularly popular. But that kind of changed, and now it's kind of the same regardless of day, more or less. I know these other items are staying behind instantly, it's just they do nothing, so there's no point in taking them. Oh, I'm sure these big people might have like very specific brand deals. I am the small forgotten partner who barely hit the criteria to become a partner back in the day and then very quickly fell below it, but they couldn't take it back. Well, they probably could if they wanted to. I got how many transformations? Check out this video. That's the kind of thing, like if I had a brand manager who actually like did something ever for when I was with an MCN or when YouTube pretends that you have like a partner manager or Twitch has partner managers. That's the kind of thing they would tell you to do. And it would work, probably. Like, they're definitely not wrong, but it feels dirty. And we talked about it before, what streaming is now and what it was. 4, 5, another holy card? Dreams do come true. That's the first time I've ever found an in the wild holy card as Tainted Lost. And we found it on the Delirium floor. Do I want to know why things aren't unlocking? Yes. Oh, I actually don't need to fully chart. I didn't see the shot coming. Do I use the holy... No, I use that. Did one of them fire shot at me when it died? Yeah, it did. I think I still have a glowing hourglass charge. We'll find out in one room's time. I do. Okay. That must be the last one. No, a while back I unlocked the holy cards should appear, it's just I never had the luck that they actually did. No, I haven't used it that many times. I think it's 5 and I think that was the 5th time. Tin characters unlock in pairs, so you need both the chest and the door. Oh! So it is every 2, but it's the 2 that are kind of like together. I see. Big boy Delirium. Instantly became a character they never fixed. They might just randomly hit me. As in, without touching me. Because she has a broken hitbox. Where are you? Oh, you're Bumble. That's so much worse. Oh, there you go. I can have 2 stabs of this, because if I get hit again, I can hourglass. Oh, no, there we go. Let's try again. I don't think there's any point doing the hourglass again. Let's just go for it. Like, this is... You have to be perfect, and I'm not gonna be. Yeah. You also have to have a lot of damage. Just fill the room with donuts. See what happens. Hide in the corner, fill the room with donuts, hope that he doesn't become mom. And if he does, run for your life. Hope that he becomes the one that breaks his health bar. And makes him lose like 4/4 of it. 4/4? 3/4 of it. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Bumble, stay very far away from me. Bumble, no. Bumble, no. Fumble bad. There. Yeah. No! I forgot I had another holy card. There's still a chance. This is a lot of shots. Like, they're moving in all kinds of directions. Became mom. Why are you losing less health? No! Damn it. Teleported right next to me with nowhere to run. We still unlocked 2 things. Well, we didn't unlock anything, but we did 2 post-it notes at least. So it's not just sitting there with just Mom's heart on it for a change. Is there anyone worse than that now? Yes. Tainted, okay, yeah, that makes sense. There's one character that now has less unlocks than Tainted lost.